Eddy's had a breakdown. Oh no. Been having a mad breakdown. Been having a mad breakdown.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
This is our last day in Westport. Didn't do a drive-through on Westport. Hope you enjoyed the videos on Denniston and the little stories and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
But we'll do a quick video through Westport to say goodbye to Westport. And we'll head across the Lewis Pass towards Picton is our next stop after this. So we're heading through the Gorge, and there are parts of the road which are quite amazing, like Hawk's Crag. Take a look at this, look. Drive with caution here, and just hope that the hillside, I mean look at this here, they've actually carved, look at that, look, they've actually carved a road through the side here.
Blasted it probably.
Bit on the side of the cliff.
Oh. Ooh, 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 rolling with the flow. Just fucking sticks loads of other people's songs in his thing, doesn't he?
Protestant.
Raining.
Of any person or persons who.
Alright. Boring.
And if we go across here, there is another information board.
Just wandering around in the rain.
A town of stilts and sidings. It's
fascinating, isn't it? They came and built some wooden houses and now they're not there anymore. It's fascinating, isn't it?
Fascinating, isn't it? Did you find all this sort of...
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Supporting me and the people and new friends that I...
What's this?
Bully on the internet.
Oh my god!
Top 75 most viewed songs.
The man's deranged, man. The man's deranged. He went on holiday to try and make himself feel better about Scott.
Excellent. There you are, everyone. Thank you again for another little instalment on EVB and Beyond. Jump over to Square Disc if you want to hear some lovely old music, lovely old pop music from when I was a boy.
When I was a boy.
And I'm going to keep uploading music, and I'm in the process of doing, if I might not have already done it by now actually, but the new top 75 most viewed songs on Square Disc. And interesting.
They're all fucking songs about me.
You know, something like 750,000 views on my music videos.
750,000 views? Come on. They're not your fucking videos, Eddy. They're not your videos. You're living off fucking someone else's work. It's like, it's sad.
All enhanced. The music itself is enhanced. There's also the songs I've written. Someone sent me a horrible message saying, you know, why don't you do your own bloody music, you useless punk, or whatever they said.
Did they?
So there are about 20 of my own songs that I've written.
Created with artificial intelligence.
There are artists that never write that many songs, so do...
He's an artist, he's writing songs.
Listen to them. They're quite fun.
Scott is a poo, he's on the loo, he's got to do what no one knew to do.
Exposing a certain bully on the internet.
Fuck you.
A nutter, as I call him, a bad person, a bad man.
Put the word poo. You put the word poo in your fucking vlog like this, like a fucking psycho. I'm the nutter. I invented the fucking Nutter Watch. You're on it because you're a fucking liar. Where's your channel, you fucking nutter? Where's your Eddy's Vinyl Breaks? Or are you talking about Nikki Bulley, you fucking nutter?
Obviously got some, I don't know, he's unwell, mentally unstable. But we all know that now. So
Imagine,
now
listen, imagine going on your holidays, going up and filming this stuff, and then to the camera as you're on your own in the woods having a rant about me. Do you know what I do when I go and walk my dogs and, like, you know, if I go and look at something or whatever, I don't think about Eddie. Do you ever see me pull my phone out in real life and record a little vlog about how I'm cross about Eddie? Rent-free in his head, yeah. Rent-free on his fucking holidays, look.
Now we absolutely know it. It kind of doesn't matter. You know, I've gone the other way now. I kind of almost feel sorry for him because he's not well.
I feel sorry for you because you drive a train all day and then you go up a fucking mountain to be on your own for your holidays.
Big shout out to all the channels that are supporting me and the people and new friends that I've made.
All wankers.
Keep up your fabulous work as well.
Ooh.
What a lovely way to end this video. To say goodbye. You coming closer?
You're coming closer?
Coming closer?
You're coming closer? Is that the New Zealand way?
Yes or no?
Yes or no? Is he talking like a
you want to, don't you?
Is he talking like a New Zealander or like a creepy witch?
Yes, you do. I can see each step you're trying to take to come closer. You're inquisitive.
I think it might be some food, you dickhead.
And you're very pretty as well. You've got lovely colours.
You've probably been feeding it, haven't you?
What about if I come this side here? I don't want to move too fast because you might move.
Oh wait, where are you?
That? There you are. Look at you.
Look at you.
Look at you, you beautiful little thing. Come and say hello.
He's a bit of a beaky bird himself, isn't he, Eddie? A bit of a snidey pecker.
Oh, you want to say hello?
Get bird flu like that, won't you, Eddie?
Look. Right, everyone, I'm out of here. I'm going to say goodbye from me and my Weka friend.
Weka?
I'm going to name my Weka friend
Scott.
A bee bow 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 bow. Goodbye. Bee.
I didn't expect that. A bee bow 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 bow.
Goodbye from me and my Weka friend. I'm going to name my Weka friend a bee bow 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 bow.
A bee bow 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 bow.
Bow 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 bow.
Someone's having a fucking breakdown.
I come into a little one of these hardware
I thought I'd come into a little one of these hardware stores.
stores that you don't see. All these days, like 1929.
What are you on about?
Right there, that's where we are. Look at all this stuff.
It's just stuff in a shop, innit? It's just a shop, Eddie. Walking around the shop with his camera, look. Bric-a-brac, nicks and knacks and things. And look, they got screwdrivers and... That's the old town. Are you in a shop, like, treating it like it's a fucking tourist destination? Are you in a shop like it's a museum? There's the WD-40. So, there you go. Look, oh, film the sign. Look, retirement is when you stop. Oh, no, not that one. The one with the woman. I like titties. Get her out. Get her out. Women and... here we go, here we go, here we go. Look, women are never wrong. Apologising is the man's responsibility. Sexism. I love it. Bit of the old sexism.
Never wrong. Apologising is the man's responsibility.
And I bet put that up in the room where your lady friend gets to see it and she'll like that.
I like that.
He likes that. Really?
Retirement is when you stop living at work and start work at living.
Is that for you, Eddie, or are you still driving the train? What is going on with your thumbnails? What's going on with your thumbnails? Oh, I was going to do some tarot. I haven't cut mine for about a week. Mine aren't that bad, though. What's going on with yours? What's going on with your thumbnails? Not the thumbnails on your videos, the ones on your actual thumb. You want to cut your fucking thumbnails? Why are they so long? Is that because you're like Snoop Dogg? Are you scooping up the cocaine with your thumbnail? Right, Snoop Dogg. What's that about? Is it just so you get to look more creepy? Do you just like looking creepy? It's clean, isn't it? It's been picked clean. Picked clean. But it's not been cut short. What's that?
If arseholes could fly, this place would be an airport.
Why? Because everyone's flying around being an arsehole. That doesn't even make sense. Imagine putting that up somewhere that you live or work. If assholes could fly, this place would be an airport. In fact, to tell you what, it'd be good if you worked at an airport and you put that up, because it wouldn't make enough sense, would it? Because this place would be an airport, and then it'd be like, what? Madness. Madness, guys. If assholes could fly. And I imagine this as well, like, I mean, I hope that this doesn't backfire on me and one day I end up filming some funny signs in a shop, but like, imagine, like, I know travel vlogging and whatever, but like, I've come in a shop and here are some memes written on some bits of wood. So this will spend some time. This will be a good bit for my vlog. I don't know if I want to do Tara. I'm just looking at my nails now and I'm thinking they're not the cleanest, neatest nails in the world, and like, don't know if I want to expose them to the internet. They're not that bad, but after I've just criticised him.
Obviously they've...
If assholes could fly, this place would be an airport.
...that made that. Took a very quick look, only 2 minutes look at battery exhausted.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Do you know what I mean? Oh my god! Oh my god! Do you know that, like, I mean, in the last month I've seen quite a lot of my old, like, we had a bit of a reunion. I'm not afraid to tell you now because fuck you the trolls, but you know what I mean? Like, I didn't want to like go on about it on the internet. We had a bit of an old friends reunion this last month. One of my friends came from abroad. He'd moved abroad and he's come like back to see everyone. We had a few good nights out. It was really good. And none of those people know anything about Eddy or any of them or any of this shit on the internet. Like, they barely know about Nikki Bulley. When I say they don't know about it, I mean, I haven't told them about it. I don't bring it up or discuss it. It's not like on my mind. Like, I brought up the Nikki Bulley stuff a little bit when someone said, so what do you do on YouTube? And I said, well, I talk about things, you know, that Nikki Bulley case, this and that. So anyway, yeah, what are you up to? You know, like, I'm not like sitting there holding court about, oh, this Eddy on the internet. And like, I mean, maybe he talks about me to people is what I'm saying. Well, he's got no one to talk to, has he? So he's got his phone out and he's doing this. Like, this is fucking weird, actually. Like, this gets up to another level of like weird stalker. I mean, I know I've got a few of them, but like, fuck me. Eddy's out there in New Zealand having his holiday, and during his holiday, he's found a sign in a shop, and that's another chance to have a pop at Scott. I mean, he does belong on a fucking ward, doesn't he? Like, he does. Do you know what I mean? Like, this isn't right.
Obviously the person that made that took a very quick look, only 2 minutes look.
Say it louder. Are you quiet? Are you scared of being talking in a shop?
Battery exhausted on YouTube. That's probably what happened there.
Yeah, probably. Probably the person who made the sign saw my YouTube channel and thought they'd make me a sign, and then they put it there so you could put it on the video and expose me. There's you, look, James Dean, Rebel Without a Cause.
These are quite neat, aren't they? Quite nice.
You gonna buy anything?
Do not enter. My kitchen was cleaned last week. Sorry you missed it.
I wish my kitchen was as dirty as your wife. No, wait. I wish my wife was dirty as this kitchen.
No, wonderful. I'll picture up.
As your kid. Look, your wife's... Forget it. There's some teapots up there. They look interesting.
Look at that.
Look at that. It's an old picture. You can see them on the internet. I wonder if he's going to buy anything. Oh, the wireless. That's got his eye. The wireless. The wireless. Come on, Eddy. The wireless. That's your fucking love. That's you in love with the wireless. That gives you hard on. That's like, you know, your dreams and hopes from when you were young. You wanted to be on the radio, and you were on the radio locally. And then, like, you know, hospital maybe. or in hospital. You shook Jimmy Savile's hand, didn't you? Like, this is the wireless. Give it some respect, you fucking nugget. Why didn't he pick up on that? Why on earth didn't he pick up on that? And the man's talking about what was in the shop like it is a bit of a museum shop. Like, they've actually put up some old things to make it look a bit like, oh look, these are the things they used to sell. Like, and the guy's explaining it, and Eddie's not he's not jumping in saying, oh really, that's interesting, could you tell me a bit more for my YouTube channel? Maybe he will. Like, is he antisocial? There's the man. Oh, don't film the man. Maybe he asked him and the man said, I don't want to be on film. He seems quite happy to be explaining all about the shop, though, to that other person. There you are.
If you picked up on that.
I don't know if you picked up on that, but I just eavesdropped on the man saying about the shop.
This is the original site of that store. Wonderful old shop.
We used to have a hardware shop like this in my town. It wasn't as big as this, but it was an old, ye olde shop, and they used to sell the Citadel miniatures and all sorts, and they all hardware stuff. And I used to go in there and I used to buy little pots of paint and paint those little Citadel miniatures when I was like 12. And they had the Magic the Gathering cards, first edition, and I used to see them and I used to think about buying them all the time, and I used to think, well, no one else I know plays with Magic the cards, so I'll just leave them. And like, to this day, who would have known? Those cards are now worth moneys, the original edition. Who would have known what moneys I could have spent and saved and sold in Magic the Gathering cards? But that never took me. It never happened. But I used to walk past them in the same shop. It was like this, all knicks, knacks, bricks and bracks.
The original...
Look, this is where you can get all your murder items, isn't it, Eddie, if you're doing a murder at the mountains?
The original...
Back in here for a handsaw and some rope later, yeah?
Old hardware store.
Stop moving it so fast like Paul Arnott.
Anyway, there you are. Everyone.
Oh, it was zoomed in while he was waving it around as well.
Township in New Zealand.
Idiot.
Hope you enjoyed the little walk around with me. I'm going to carry on walking around there and see if I can buy something.
Yeah, what are you going to buy?
There is the hardware store there.
What did you buy?
Hodge.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Eddie. Hodgson's.
There we are. Little hardware store.
Little hardware store.
There's this amazing store here. This one here.
Shop.
Which I've already been in, so I'm not...
Charity shop.
Going again.
Fur coat, is that? Disgusting.
This is a store that's got...
Excuse me.
And this is a store that's got...
Excuse me. Woman walking a dog, she wants to watch out around Eddie.
Not going to go in again. And this is a store that's got...
Excuse me, someone pushed Nicola Bulley in, didn't they?
It's got the most amazing amount of junk in it like you've ever seen.
Junk?
I say junk, it's not junk.
It's not junk.
It's a store of knickknacks.
What's wrong with some of these people where they say to me and they're like, I mean, like, not really like that. I mean, like, like, they're just like, obviously just trying to like glam shit up. Like, he obviously does think of it as junk, but he's trying to make out like he's having a great time in this like Aladdin's den. I mean, the shop looks alright to me to wander around as well. That'd be fun, yeah.
Loads and loads and loads.
I mean, I'm not going to buy that, am I? A bronze fire guard with an elephant on it, but
of knickknacks.
some of that looks a bit like stuff that, I wouldn't put that in the window.
And it is just...
maybe the people of New Zealand have got a slightly lower quality of knick-knack and, charity shops in the UK are packed with stuff, aren't they? Because we've been out and bought loads of stuff and there's loads of us. Out here, there's probably about 10 people live in the town and this is all their old crap.
Phenomenal. There we are. There's the old hotel over there, look.
The old hotel over there.
So there you are.
What I'm saying, so there you are. What I'm saying is that it's not a terrible shop or anything. It's just that this is Eddie's holiday and he's not having a great time. He's bored and he's thinking of me. Keeps going over that fur coat. I assume it's fur.
There you are, look.
There you are, look. Look at that. Creepy.
How about that? Anyway, there we are. We've had a cup of tea and it's now time.
Have you had a cup of tea? This woman's coming back, look, with the dog. She's waving? Oh, not at you. Not at you. I thought she was waving at Eddie then. He must have thought that as well, because when someone waves at you in the street and you're like, oh, what? Look. Hello. She's waving. He must clock her, the woman and the dog. Look, he points the phone at her. hello, and he must think, what? And then it's these girls that she's waving at, not Eddie. Not Eddie. So he pretends that he's just panning up to the mountain and just doing a panorama. He thought that woman was waving at him. Look, watch. You can tell from the camera work. The camera moves towards her. Like, you can tell. Look, watch.
Time to move on.
We'll move on. So he's going to walk up the road and he notices the woman and the camera moves towards her as if to say, oh, I've noticed you, yeah? And then he thinks, oh, I'm not going to film you. I'm just going to just slightly divert my phone away to not... And then she waves and his first thought must be, hello? Because he moves towards her again like that with the phone, yeah? And then there's these... It's not you, Eddie. So he just carries on with the phone. I wasn't really looking at you. Comes back now, though. Or is it not them? Is he going to turn back and look at her? He's going to turn back?
Murchison.
Oh,
That's it.
He didn't quite... Is he going to turn back and look at her?
That's how small that is. Established in 1921.
He might be looking around with his head now, you see. There's a man.
Right.
Right.
I forgot to show you this old place here. Look, Dust and Rust. The old vintage...
The old vintage store. They've made it look old on the outside with some old crap.
Vintage store.
I mean, it works for their sort of vintage store aesthetic, doesn't it?
And look at this old place here, look. Look at this. Look at that old car there. That's seen better days.
That's the point.
The old commercial stables.
The old commercial stables.
And it's an original old building. Look at that old truck there, look. Look.
I mean, the man's not really living his best life, is he?
Got a vision of old Charlie driving that in the 1950s. Hello there.
Who's Charlie?
Got a vision of old Charlie driving that in the 1950s. Hello there, Bob. Did you load the truck up?
Yes, I loaded the truck up, but I don't seem to be able to get it going.
Well, half the trouble with you is you don't crank it properly. You need a crank handle.
Crank handle? Well, I left that one back in the 1940s.
No, I'm not talking about old Maud. I'm talking about the crank handle to get this old truck going.
Oh, sir, I thought you was talking about old Maud.
Imagine you come back to the car and Eddie's in there doing this.
She was a lovely lady.
He's segued away from it. He's cut away from it. He's just like faded out. That obviously didn't go well, did it? The conversation that he had with himself in the car, pretending to be other people, it obviously didn't go well.
She was talking about old Maud. She was a lovely lady.
And then this is actually the best shot of it all. Like, just stand still and just take this, yeah? No? Okay. Wander up.
What about this?
It's nice if you could just stand still and shoot it.
And here is a lake.
You've gone a bit too far forward now. Now it just completely fills the frame and we look like we're sort of in the water and you've got it on a wonk. So.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, it feels like I'm on a boat. Oh, there's a bird. Boat's sinking.
There's lots of people here.
Are there?
I'm on the end of a tiny little jetty.
I wonder if anyone
There's some
died.
very, very large eels here. People feed them. I'll show you them. These are just people that have arrived here as well. Have a look
God,
at
be
the size of
careful. He
these
might
eels
just
as
push you in to get you wet.
well.
Just to get you wet.
Yeah, well, have a look. See if you can see them. No. No, have a look. Look at the
This
eels.
isn't too bad. This is a nice place.
There's a tail of an eel there.
And he's filming it like an idiot, but it's a nice place.
Maybe they'll come over this side. No, they're back down.
I mean, not like an idiot, but just like a lay person, you know? Like all this waving the phone around stuff, but... Unedited. Just like one long shot of him just wandering around with his phone. Some kids there feeding the eels. Have you ever fed on one of these eels? You ever fed one of these eels? The ducks don't care, do they, look? Not a bad shot there, the close-up of the eels. If you just... It's kind of like swimmy though, isn't it? Is he moving or are the ducks moving? Or like, no, he's moving, isn't he? Okay. I think we've seen this. Oh. Someone's feeding the swans, look. You alright, Eddie?
Yeah, I don't know. Lake Weir Viti, or Weir City. Weir City.
I think it looks like Rotoiti.
Fearwitty. It's at Lake. It's at St Arnaud, okay, and I can't pronounce the name of the lake for you, but it's cleared up a bit. It's cleared up a bit, which is quite nice. Still on the road. We've just pulled off for
Go for a swim like John Wedger.
another drink, another cup of tea,
Haven't like lots of cup of teas, haven't you?
another Bakewell tart.
Oh, I fucking love a Bakewell tart.
I've just had a lovely cup of tea and a Bakewell tart.
You eat a lot of Bakewell
It's probably native, and I'm probably saying it wrong deliberately.
tarts, Eddie. Yeah, I know.
He's talking to himself again.
That's only because every time I think of Grandad now, I think of Brian Ar.
He's talking to himself again, look.
This
This
Still
is,
on the road. We've just pulled off for another drink, another cup of
this is a madness, isn't it? I wonder what he's talking about in the car. Like, imagine being in the car with him. And like, you know, she's like, oh, we'll have to pull over here. Go and just relax. I don't want to hear any more about Brian Harvey, you know? And like, he goes and stands by the river and like, you know, he has a bit of a rant and gets it out of his system and then gets back in the car. Like, you hope.
tea, another Bakewell tart.
Look at this.
You eat a lot of Bakewell tarts, Eddie. Yeah, I know. That's only because every time I think of Grandad now, I think of Brian Harvey. Yeah, Brian Harvey, you know. I don't know why he talks like that, bloody Grandad, the bloody arsehole. He's bloody useless, I don't like him. And then the girl that's with him went, oh, he's the music man. Yeah, I don't care what he is.
He's got the entire script of that clip in his head. Brian Harvey saying he didn't like him and thought Grandad was shit or whatever. Like, he's got the entire script in his head and he replays it as the different people with the voices. When he stood at a beauty spot recording the moment forever. You know, sometimes you might think, like, on moments like this, I've been there. Like, I'm not there, but I've been in moments like this where I'm like, you know what, for the first bit of this, let's just smoke a reefer and just enjoy this. Like, we don't have to have the cameras on. And like, sometimes someone might say, oh, but we're losing the light or this and that. And I'm just like, yeah, I know. We'll get the cameras out in a minute. Like, and then they complain that, you know, we should shoot first and chill later. And I'm like, okay, we'll shoot first then. But like, you know, really, you know, you just want to take it in, don't you, and feel it. And maybe he has done that. Then you get the camera out and you try and just capture some of that beauty. You don't need to talk all the way through it. I'll tell you for why. Because you can always just edit on your voice later. So really, you just want to do your job as a camera person, in my opinion. It's my feeling on these sort of things. And get some really, you know, the best you can get, nice shots to give the person that's watching it the feel of what it's like to be there, I guess, isn't it? That's what you're trying to do. Maybe you might take some zoom-in shots of some bits and pieces to cut between if you're going to be using it for anything. But otherwise, it's just about like a sort of living photograph for me of like the feel of being there. And during this moment, Eddie's going to complain about Brian Harvey and do the voices of when Brian Harvey said something mean about him on the internet, in his, not just in his head, but out loud. Like, he's kind of ruining the moment. It feels like he's kind of ruining his own life. I quite like this.
Now I think of Brian Harvey. Yeah, Brian Harvey, you know. I don't know why he talks like that, bloody Grandad, the bloody arsehole. He's bloody useless, I don't like him. And then the girl that's with him went, oh, he's the music man. Yeah, I don't care what he is. I'm Brian Harvey. I'm from N17. East 17. Let's see, where's Grandad? Oh, there's Grandad there. Hello there, Brian Harvey. How you doing? I used to like your band until you joined.
What? You used to like E17 until Brian joined? Wasn't he one of the founding members? And also, do you not think that at one point Eddie might be liable? Like, I'm worried about him, that he might push himself in the river just to get himself wet.
No, Grandad, don't be like that. He was one of the founder members.
Yeah.
When he was just a young little peepsqueak, little teenage lad. He's actually all right, actually. Yeah, he's just you know, he just gets a bit emotional, doesn't he, about life, doesn't he? Our Brian Harvey. Brian Harvey gets emotional. He had the Christmas #1 with East 17 in 1993. Stay Another Day, I believe, was the Christmas #1. Do you remember that, Brian? Do you? Do you remember that, Brian?
Is he talking to Brian now? I'm sure Brian does remember having Christmas #1. He remembers it every fucking Christmas when they play it over and don't give him any money. Like, but you know what I mean? Like, what are you on about? Is that why you're bringing it up? Because Brian gets eggy about how every Christmas they play his songs but you don't get no respect. Like, what's going on here? Eddie's final break has fucking lost it on his holidays. Like, imagine what he was like before he went out and relaxed in the countryside as well. How desperate is this? Yeah, this is weird desperate as well, because it's not like Brian Harvey's planning to watch a 1 hour vlog. Like, you know, I'm going to watch it. It's not like Brian Harvey's planning to watch a 1 hour vlog of up in the mountains in New Zealand, is it? Like, what is this? This is some kind of breakdown, I swear.
I mean, you once said to me, Brian, in 1993, Stay Another Day, I believe, was the Christmas #1. Do you remember that, Brian? Do you? Do you remember that, Brian? I mean, you once said to me, Brian, years ago, you once said to me, you obviously don't remember, but I'll remind you. I remember meeting you, Brian. You might not remember meeting me, but I remember meeting you. And you said to me...
I remember meeting you, Brian. What?
Eddy, music's a mug's game. You're wasting your bloody time. Well...
And you said to me, Eddie, music's a mug's game, you're wasting your bloody time. So presumably after Brian had his, fallout with E17 and etc, yeah? Like, what? How would Eddie meet him? Why would, in the street, maybe? Eddie left for New Zealand in the late 90s. When did Brian have his split up and fall out? Probably around similar sort of time, but they're not moving in the same circles. You just think he's lying. I mean, in the red rooms, maybe. No, Brian wouldn't have stuck around and talked to anyone, really. He'd have, been in and out, but maybe. But he refers to him by name. Like, apparently he says, yeah, Eddie. Like, did Brian say Eddie? Did he refer to him by name? Did he say, hi, my name's Eddie? And he said, oh, Eddie, music's a mug's game. Like, or, I find this all very strange now. Like, very strange. And I love the way Eddie does this. He did it with Jimmy Savile as well. He said, I met him, I shook his hand. He might have said something about a hospital setting, but like he didn't really elaborate enough so that you could really understand what's going on. Like, no real context. Like, it's just fucking weirdness. And again, beautiful lake, beautiful day, moment to yourself, or even with friends, and this.
I remember meeting me, but I remember meeting you, and you said to me, Eddie, music's a mug's game. You're wasting your bloody time. Well, I'm not so sure about that, Mr. Brian Harvey.
He sounds insane. Just at that point of my chit-chat, a woman walked up to me in a bikini, and she said she heard me talking about Brian Harvey. She asked if she could sing a song. I said yes, this is that moment. And I presume it's going to go into a 70s song about something, yeah? But also, this is all in capital letters, like Genetic Code does. Like, this is the sound of an this is fucking nuts.
You're wasting your bloody time. Well, I'm not so sure about that, Mr. Brian Harvey. So, anyway, that's enough jibber jabber from me. I'll end.
Mr. Brian Harvey.
That, Mr. Brian Harvey.
What's that?
Well,
is that the demon speaking through him, or is he having a bit of a breakdown? Is this threatening? Is he a serial killer? What is this?
I'm not so sure about that, Mr. Brian Harvey. So, anyway, that's enough jibber jabber from me. I'll end the video now.
Oh, I just cheered up now.
And it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure. It's been a waste of your fucking life there, Eddie. What the fuck?
I cut my bangs with some rusty kitchen scissors. I screamed his name till the neighbors called the cops. I numbed my pain at the expense of his liver. Know what I did next, all I know I couldn't stop. See if I remember the words.
I'm guessing she's a New Zealander who comes to this lake for a swim, you know? And she's got nothing to do with Eddie whatsoever, and he's convinced her to do a song for his little YouTube. I can't think she would be with him. Do you not think? Like, there's no way he's driving around with her and she's just decided to like be on his video. He's driving around with someone, he's going around with someone, but I don't assume it to be her. It's a very confusing video. It is a very confusing video. I thought that thing where he said about a woman coming up to him in a bikini was just like made up, but it's not, apparently.
I got around to the Fireflies and the Baptists. My mama's phone started ringing off her hook. I can hear her now saying she ain't gonna have it.
The ducks are quacking.
No matter how it feels, it only matters how you look. Go in, fix your makeup, girl.
There you go, you heard a female voice laughing as well, so that was either Eddie's female friend or her female friend maybe, but...
Just a breakup, go in, hide your crazy and start acting like a lady, cause I raised you better.
She's not that confident, is she? Like, I mean, she's confident enough, like she's wearing a bikini and playing the guitar, but like she's looking away and around, like she's not looking to the camera. I don't, like, is she like a, like, you know, is this her job as a performer, or is she just doing a little, you know, little turn?
Gotta keep it together even when you fall apart.
She's quite a good singer.
My mama's broken heart.
Really?
No.
Yeah. Eddie's filming women's backsides as they dive into the water. Someone else is filming Eddie. And there's a female voice and a male voice with the...
Oh my goodness, oh my goodness.
Oh, we're getting dual audio. He's put two audios together somehow.
Oh my goodness, oh my goodness.
Well, there you go. She dived in. She dived in. How good was that? There you go. I'll do the proper editing. There's a little boat over there now as well. Look, it's all happening.
What the fuck is this?
And on the pier today. See you later, guys. Come out here. Come out here and have a look at this. Look. Come out here. Look at this. Look.
That's a nice hotel room with a view, yeah.
Look at this. This is Picton Harbour.
I hope no one fell in and died while you were on holiday there.
And that is the terminal over there, Inter-Islander and Blue Bridge.
Now, this is Eddie's forte, international transport and transport links, isn't it? This is Eddie's forte. He thinks he's a radio man, really, but doesn't he work for trains? And isn't he spotting here, you know, isn't this where they'd ship things in and out? And isn't he all about that, like, part of it? Interesting.
Blue Bridge is that boat, and the ferry I'm on tomorrow is not here yet, the Inter-Islander. And hey, look at this place. This is Picton. And I'm going to find some Thai food tonight. And this is lovely, isn't it?
Okay.
Picton.
Ooh.
Everybody, it's a morning time here in Picton, the north of the South Island.
Feels like he's literally got up so that he can film this boat leaving.
New Zealand.
the Blue Bridge ferry is just departing the ferry terminal. Out she goes.
I wonder if it went on in the morning.
It's been wet overnight and lightning
Your pants have been wet overnight.
under. It's settled back down now. I'll be on my ferry later on today as well. Looking forward to my boat ride going through the sounds. It's going to be fantastic. Such a beautiful, beautiful scenery here in Picton.
Please don't say anything about me or Brian Harvey. Please just enjoy your morning. Can you hack it? Right. Are we just silently filming the boats? Yep. Everyone's in bed, look.
Combs.
Oh.
Just got from. I've managed this from video. I've managed to upload from cut from video old Top of the Pops performances from groups gone by. And
Did he say he's managed to upload from his cut from video Top of the Pops is? So how would he do that while he's on his holidays? Or does he mean like he prepared them, uploaded them and they're ready to go? Or like, has he got a laptop and he's doing it off that? And if he's got a laptop and he's doing it off that, like how's he transferring it from old videos? He's not, he's taking them off the internet and he's fucking just taking them, like, do you know what I mean? Like if he's doing any sort of archiving off old video cassettes and like any proper job, he's not, is he? He's just got some old footage and he's got it in a hard drive and like he just uses it to churn out this crap. Like,
probably the most popular song on the channel is by the Honeycombs in widescreen, colorized, brilliant sound from the Honeycombs, which has got a lot of views, over 600,000 views, so thank you very much for that. The one I'm really proud of is the video I created for the song excerpt from a teenage opera about Grocer Jack and Keith West, and the video is.
has Eddie really got 600,000 views on one of his videos? Is he buying the like a nutter, or is he 300, 300, 100, 300, 200? I don't see the what. 850,000 8 months ago. Why on earth would why would this? Like honestly, even if it's the rarest version and no one else has got it, who's searching for it?
See how much you sent those shivers right down my spine.
Like I kind of don't believe it. Loads of comments. I mean, maybe. Like maybe there's an algorithm out there for like people who like this shit, and like he's hit it. Like what? Why that video? Maybe like YouTube sometimes does this, but like, you know, I don't know, I don't trust him at all. Okay, fine, you've got 1 million views on a fucking video that's not even yours. You didn't do the song, you didn't do the video. Like this is just someone else's footage, someone else's video. Like you've got it recorded on a thing on the internet and then you've just cut it and put it here. Oh, you've made it better. What, you've zoomed it in a bit so it fits on widescreen. Oh yeah. Colorized it better, have you? No, you don't know how to color grade. Like you just turned up the contrast or whatever. Oh, you've done the audio, you know, you put it through an EQ. Like, it's fucking stupid, isn't it? And he can't earn any money off it at all because it's not his content. And like, it's just fucking weird that's got nearly 1 million views. It'll probably keep climbing, won't it? Keep climbing, unlike normal videos. Yeah, whatever.
Some comments about, you know, their memories of old Britain, as it was known back in the 50s and 60s. All I'll say to you is this: nothing stays the same. And once you open up a can of worms on anything, that's it, right? So change is change. And of course then you have people that just change for change's sake. It doesn't necessarily mean it's for the best. Sometimes it is for the best. I mean, if you look at the old footage from that video, people had a hard life. People don't have such a hard life today as what they did 70 years ago. But life was very simple then, and I think that's what people really miss, is the simplicity of life. But when you stand here and you watch the world go by, this is a very simple way of life. People owning those boats down there, going out for maybe a fishing trip or just for a day out. That's nice, isn't it? Getting out and about, feeding your mind with outdoor activities, if you can, has got to be better than sitting in all day on your telephone. I know not a lot of youngsters will be watching this video, but wake up in the morning nice and early, have a shower, have some nice breakfast, a bit of fruit.
This is like, you know, like a life advice from someone who has no place to give advice. Go out a bit, have some fruit. Like, what you on about? Thanks for the basics. We don't need you at all to tell us this. Like, you're trying to show off that you're on holiday, yeah? You don't spend all your time out doing this. Like, what you on about? Eddy's suddenly like this life guru, you know.
Maybe some nice muesli.
He's out on the balcony talking quietly to himself on his phone.
Cereal, toast and the old English marmalade.
We all know what foods you eat at breakfasts.
Roses do a terrific marmalade, don't they? They do the
Marmalade?
Traditional Old English, but they also do an orange and a lot. Have you ever had the lime? Lime marmalade is fantastic. It really is. There we go. Look, another one about to
Spying
go
on him.
underneath the little walkway bridge there. Off he goes. Off they go. Off she goes. Off we go.
Little man in black pushed someone in just to get them wet.
There you go. And the town is waking up. But when I say waking up, it's a lovely town. It's never manic here. But no matter where you live in the world,
How does he know it's never manic there if he's just visiting for the first time?
get up in the morning and stretch your legs, get some fresh air in your lungs. Try to kick silly habits you might have.
I hope he's not talking to me,
No.
because I get up and go and walk the fucking dog when I need to, and I walk the dog every day, like more than once. So like, you can fuck off about, like, you know, try and get up and try to go. And what's he on about? You've had to get up early because you get up early on your holidays and you stood out on your balcony, like making this like life determining, like, you know, like David Goggins giving you life advice. Go out and do a run, and like, you don't do fuck all, Eddy. Like, you're not some fitness advisor, like, you know, nutritionalist. You're just a bloke on your holiday filming the boats because no one else will talk to you because it's morning.
Not as much as many, but there's a lot of people out there wasting a lot of time sitting on their phones, watching other people jibber jabber all day and all
There we go,
night.
and there it is. He's angry at the people that watch me on the internet. He's angry at you in chat now. He's done me, he's done Brian Harvey, and now he's on about the people in chat, all in this same lovely travelogue video. I think what he's trying to do is kind of like, he's like, I'm better than you because I'm on holiday, so I'm going to make my point about what a shit life you've got while I'm on my holiday. And this video might look like a travel vlog, but it's really going to show that Superchuffer, and it's really going to show that Brian Harvey, and it's really going to show the people in his chat. But he doesn't realise all it shows is that he's a fucking nutter, and that whatever this is on the internet is in his head 24/7. He's needed to go on holiday to calm down over it, and he can't. He wakes up first thing in the morning, it's on his mind. Go out, have a walk, get some toast. Done none of that. Stood on the balcony and fucking ranted about Superchuffer and the people in the chat. Right, he's a fucking sick man.
You're wasting your life. I'm telling you now. You are going to look back and you will realise that you are wasting your life. Do other things. If you want to watch YouTube, maybe, you know, it's a bit like parents putting restrictions on children. Put a restriction on yourself. Say to yourself, I'm going to watch YouTube.
That's not patronising then.
But I'm only going to watch YouTube.
Is this what you've had to do, Eddie, because you can't contain your fucking anger watching all these videos about people talking about you and about how you're a bellend?
Twice a week. You know, that's it. You don't have to sit on your phone or on your computer or watching your TV 7 days a week watching.
No, you don't have to watch the TV 7 days a week. Some people choose to. You've got your phone in your pocket. Like, quite a lot of people enjoy being online as part of a balanced diet. You know, it's all right, isn't it? Fucking preaching now. Get off the internet, making a YouTube video about it. Like, if there's anything I've heard that's more stupid, I mean, I've never heard anything more stupid than going on the internet to make a YouTube video, to post on YouTube, a social media platform, to get views on it, and the people that are watching it, you're going to tell them, don't use the internet, get out more. Yeah? But what were you doing on your holiday? You were thinking about the internet. What were you doing with your phone instead of just enjoying the fucking view? You know, who are you talking to here, Eddie? The internet lives inside your head. You can't take it off. Like, the virtual reality goggles are implanted in your brain. You can't take it off. When I go out, the internet doesn't come out on my phone. Like, I don't watch YouTube videos when I'm talking to my friends. Like, if I was out like this, I wouldn't necessarily, for us and our content, obviously I would be thinking about the internet at times, yeah? I'm happy to do it. But like, for you, you're preaching that you shouldn't be on the internet and thinking about online stuff, and you're doing it online and recording it for the online people when you're on your fucking holiday trying to take a break from it. Like, you are fucking bonkers.
It's on the internet, talk utter garbage. Seriously.
What you're talking is garbage now, because you're a big hypocrite.
Themselves wouldn't be happy to hear me say that because of the advertisement they get from the amount of views and blah-de-blah-de-blah.
Well, they don't get any. The money from the advertising, from the views for your videos of those songs doesn't go to you, does it? It goes to the people who made the songs.
He's dying with my music videos getting as many views as they're getting. But music is one thing. It's a 2 or 3 minute music video. But to sit for 10 hours watching someone just talk garbage is just ridiculous. So you need to think what you're doing.
10-hour streams, right? Marathon streaming is the meta at the moment, yeah? And you go on all the most popular streamers and you see how long they stream for. You go and have a look at the most popular streamers and see how long they stream for. And I mean the most popular ones as well. I mean the millionaires, yeah? Like, people on Twitch, people on YouTube, mainly more Twitch, but on YouTube, on Kick, they stream for 8 hours because it's their job. So they treat it with respect, like a bit of a job, but like with respect for the people that are watching, and they give a bit extra and they try hard. Like, 10-hour stream is not a negative. It's a mark of my endurance, and it's a mark of my ability to commit and create. So it's not 10 hours of ranting about Eddie like I'm crying into the microphone. Like, this is your weirdness. You are confused, Eddie. And this is the, like, symptom of it right here. Like, this is an example of it, a symptom of your disorder. Yeah, Chetty couldn't keep up. That's what it is. That's one of the reasons they're bitter about that. Like, I did it with Alan. Do you remember when we first started on Alan and I did an 8-hour stream? I just did it because I was just doing a stream. Like, you know, Alan couldn't keep up. He was like, he does 8-hour lives on me. I bet you had to watch it in 3 parts, 4 parts. I bet he gave me 4 views for it. Like, fucking 8-hour lives. It's like they've never seen long-form content on the internet. Go and watch one of Steve of the Dead's videos. It's an 8-hour video about Darkside Phil's fucking back coming up. Like, I think his current video he's editing is about 9 or 12 hours at the moment. Like, welcome to long-form content. You don't enjoy it. Sorry.
Early, and I stand here and I watch this world in all its beauty here in New Zealand. I realise this beauty is anywhere in the world.
Anywhere in the world. But Eddie, all the different people that you love and talk about and all that, they're not anywhere in the world. Most of them are in England. Like, most of the stuff you love, the scenery you really feel comfortable with, all the food you enjoy, all that, you know, going for a little wander around the old gaff and, you know, the old places, fish and chips. It's all in fucking England, Eddie. It's all you ever pine for. It's all you ever talk about. All these old songs, your childhood, all that. It's all in England. You've left it all behind. And this is nice, but it's not got any soul whatsoever that you can connect with. Like, it's just a quiet little fucking spot on the side of middle of fucking nowhere. With respect to New Zealand, you know, right out there in the middle of nowhere. Like, these places are nice, but they're not connected with you and your soul and who you feel you are, Eddie. So you don't, you know, you feel like a little lost little pea in this soup, don't you? And it's pretty and everything, but you just like, it's like a sort of island prison, isn't it? It's like, what was it? Was it Corsica where they imprisoned, was it Corsica? Alexa, where was Napoleon imprisoned?
From wikipedia.org. Napoleon, Emperor of the French, is imprisoned on the island of St. Helena in the South Atlantic Ocean.
St. Helena. It's like that. It's like an island prison, like St. Helena, where they imprisoned Napoleon. Because it's beautiful and it's wonderful and everything, but it's essentially just all you have in the world, isn't it? Because you can't go anywhere else, really. Like, you know, you can't just pop down to, you know, the Odeon or the McDonald's. Well, you can have a McDonald's, but you know what I mean? Like, the things in the UK that you were just, like, familiar and regular with, the old pub, the old mates, whatever. Like, none of it's there, is it, Eddie? So you sort of pine for it, don't you?
Sweden, Denmark, England, America, Australia, France. France is a lovely place, you know.
I've been to all those places,
Anyway,
bar
that's enough
Denmark.
from me. You've been listening to me for 10 minutes. Have a lovely day wherever you are. And I'm going to say goodbye from Picton.
Have a lovely day. Not realising that this is going to be in the middle of a like 1 hour video, so it's not like you're wishing us good morning. Like,
Beyond and Square Desk. Have a good one.
have a good one.
Hello everybody, I'm in another cafe, another coffee,
Why is it on the wonk all the time?
another muffin, more food. I was telling you that we were waiting on the ferry to come in before we can go out. So the Blue Bridge ferry has come in again. That's the second time that's been in. It's a smaller boat. And there is the Inter-Islander. That one there
He's a bit of a train spotter, isn't he?
is the Inter-Islander. And that is the one...
Another Bakewell tart.
I've just had a lovely cup of tea and a Bakewell tart.
Another tart. Eddie loves a tart. He loves red knickers on a tart. Red knickers on a Bakewell tart. That's what Eddie loves. I'm getting tart. I'm getting 2 bottles of Lambrini. I'm getting triggered. I'm getting Jewish numerology. Cabal magic. I'm getting close to Satanism.
that we will be boarding and departing at 2:15 this afternoon, sometime in August 2024. And just think,
I'm getting drunk. Look.
10 years from now, so let's say it's 2034, someone could be going, wow, that guy speaking on YouTube got on that boat 10 years ago. I wonder if he's still alive. I wonder if his YouTube channel still exists.
In 10 years, we'll have to come back and find out, won't we, Eddie? Fucking hell.
And then you'll have a look at Square Disc and EVB and beyond and go, yeah, he's still alive.
You'll be surprisingly happy to find out that Eddie's still alive in 10 years by looking at this channel, which you'll be watching this video on.
Did I tell you I was a train driver, by the way?
You didn't tell us you were a train driver, but I found out and told everyone. Come on, come on. Come on. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Come on. Do do do. We just had it earlier. Come on. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. That was the one from Greece. Look, we go together like walla 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 bingity bangity bong. When they're on the wacky shack. What's the one? What's the song from that? You're the one that I want. You are the one I want. Ooh, 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 Hunnis. The one that I want. You are the one I want. Ooh, 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 swamp donkeys. Ooh, the one I want. You are the one I want. Ooh, 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 Hunnis. The one that I want. You are the one I want. Ooh, 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 swamp donkeys. You think I'm going away after Halloween? You got another thing coming. Shut up, you. Sit down there. Swamp donkeys. Halloween.
I want to tell you that every time I come on there, just so you know what my profession is. Because
when did he go on this holiday, and when did we do the train driver thing? Like, has he decided to do this in response to the train driver thing, but he didn't get to do it live on his stream or anything, so he recorded it because he's on his holiday and they've said, oh, Eddie, just ignore it. But he's thought, fuck you, I'm recording it. Like, when does he, if this was something he was going to always tell us and he recorded this before, apparently this is August 2024, he reckons. So I now have to find out, now I have to find out. And he's going to claim, right? But he could always just dub this or anything.
Operation Conifer.
He's going to claim that he told us he was a train driver in August, and he was always going to tell us. And Scott didn't reveal it 2 months ago. Kind of unsteady. August 16th. No, I revealed it, and then he put it in his fucking vlog. And he was on it, and he was on his holidays, and he couldn't respond. So they told him, "Don't fucking do anything, just enjoy your holiday." And he must have had a fucking meltdown.
It makes me uneasy, queasy. He talked trash about Superchuffer in front of his big telly. Oh wow, first time in widescreen, Eurovision so cheesy. Psychiatric curtains and weak frightening. Oh wow, does like titties living loud in the lounge, but who's coming round? The muffin hearts are here.
You've been busted back to basic privileges again. Oh. Like, none of them make songs like me. None of them. That's artificial intelligence, yes, but none of them can handle it. None of them can handle the artificial intelligence like me. I'm the one. I'm the one. Song Wars winner. And actually, I'll tell you this, look, this is a funny one as well, right? So he's done this community post, say Square Disc, we're moving the songs now, so if you want to go and watch the songs about Scott, you can watch them somewhere else, yeah? Right? This channel now, the Songs About Scott channel, 34 subscribers, so not going that well. And the thing about it though, right, these are all the songs he's done about me. Yeah? On one channel. Look how fucking many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. This one's got Nikki Bulley and all her family are in it. 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Mason's number in it. 33. Masons. But it's still fucking weird, even without the Masons connection, because 33 songs. 33, and not one good one that you can remember and like sing along to and say is good, with a catchy chorus or any like clever lyrics. None of them. The cleverest thing you did was to insult a lady that was suffering with MS that's in a wheelchair. Ha, clever. Not clever. Bad. Like, the sickest, weirdest, twisted, mental, all on one channel. 33 videos, just like the Masons. Get down your tunnel, you fucking nutter. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, this looks like the sort of thing, like, it's a modern equivalent of somebody cutting out lots of letters from a magazine and pasting them into a horrible note and putting it through your door with some dog shit. Like, it's the modern equivalent of that, isn't it? Like, it's really fucking weird.
Because apparently it's really important that you know what my profession is. I'm very proud of being a train driver.
Yes, this is the response that we never got. This is the train driver response that we never got. Did we get a response at the time? Did he come on and do a stream or anything? He did this. He recorded this on his holidays while he's waiting for his ferry.
He's still alive. Did I tell you I was a train driver, by the way? I want to...
Mind you, this could be dubbed on. This could easily be dubbed on. I don't know, you know.
Tell you that every time I come on there, just so you know what my profession is, because apparently it's really important that you know what my profession is. I'm very proud of being a train driver. Anyway, look at this. Look, we're in a... Look at this lovely old facade outside. Look at that. Look at that. And this is the cafeteria. Look, they've got lovely food.
He's furious.
Up on there, look.
Anyway, look at that. Deflection, distraction. This is the classy one as well. When people get, shit come down on them and they feel like they just throw it out and point at everyone else, scream at everyone else. Well, it turns out you've got this shit fucking thing that we just found out. Oh, everyone else is bad. Yeah, but everyone else. Yeah, make up some fucking lines going about everyone. Like, this is classic. He's angry about the train driver thing. Look at the fucking ceiling. Look at the menu. No one gives a fuck. You're angry about the fact that you're a train driver and that I was talking about it on the internet.
There's lovely old wheels that they've got on there too, and lovely old photographs. Lovely old photographs. Look at that. That's a photograph of Picton many moons ago.
Great.
So there you are. So it's a lovely... It is a lovely...
Are these the people that are with him? No, probably not, no.
It is a lovely place.
Like, I'm assuming these people on the other tables aren't with him, yeah? And that this table stops here and he's sitting on this table, so these people aren't with him either.
So it's a lovely... It is a lovely...
I mean, they certainly are not looking at him or, like, behaving as if they don't know him, yeah?
It is a lovely place.
Lovely place.
And...
Lovely ceiling.
We will be going...
Okay, he's lifting up and over the person that's with him. He doesn't want to put them on camera.
On the ferry that's swinging round.
And they don't want to listen to him talk shit.
It kind of reverses in.
And he's fucking furious about being a train driver.
It's a bigger boat than it looks.
I wonder what time it went out. Like, I wonder what time, like 9 o'clock in the morning in Auckland is in the UK. Like, I wonder if he's, I wonder when my stream went out, whether it was he was asleep, whether he's woken up to it, or...
We're going to go across...
Filming kids and families in public, yeah.
The Cook Strait. And the Cook Strait can be rough, sometimes when you get swells. Really pleased to hear that there's a northerly...
Not as bad as Paul Arno, who looks like he's fucking showing off his targets, but...
...blowing today, because when there's a southerly, oh my goodness me. You don't want to be on the water on a southerly. I don't know if you can pick it up, but you've got
The Brian Harvey rant was weird, yeah. No, he's having a breakdown on his holiday.
Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons playing in the background. So real 60s old cafeteria, this one. Can't take my eyes off you, I think it is.
The man's a liar as well. He's a liar, 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 liar. What he said about Nikki Bulley, all that stuff, liar. We caught him in a few lies. One of the biggest, weirdest lies, right?
Curious
Big ups, Curious Cat. Thank you.
Bang. I'm a cat.
Bang.
Superchuffer owes 3 hugs.
I'm a cat.
Thank you. Do you want me to send you those? I could probably send you those sound files if I get my brain in gear.
Bang. I'm a cat.
What do you call it? Eddie's breakdown. Eddie's lies, right? One of the weirdest ones was I asked him what he was doing uploading these radio shows to the internet, and he said it was just a thing he was doing as like a hobby. And I said, where'd you get the radio shows from? And he said, I recorded them off the radio when they were live. And I said, what about this one? This, because this is like someone else's thing. It's like this old man that died. And he's like, yeah, this old man that died was my friend, and I recorded it live off the internet when it died. When he died, I wanted to share it with everyone. I recorded it live. And I said, well, how come it's in 2 separate files? And on his website you can download it from there as 2 separate files. And he was like, obviously what he'd done is he downloaded the files off the website and then uploaded them to his Mixcloud and said, this is, this. And like, when I asked him about it, because he'd also taken the photograph from the website, he didn't know that I'd found the website. But when I asked him about it and showed him about the website, he was like, that was in that interview. And the reason I was so eggy with him on that interview is because I already had him as a liar. I already knew he was a fucking snide fucking creepo, and that he was coming on my show to try and like spread bollocks about like. He thought he was going to come on and get to talk about Nikki Bulley case and like spread bollocks about it. But instead, I picked over some of his lies, like got him in, tell his story, and then went over it and caught out some of his lies. But he'll never do that again because he's scared of me. But yeah, like all sorts of weird lies that Eddie told. Yeah, lies and lies. And the worst ones were when he, like, because I had to directly ask him, were you talking to the family? Did you ever talk to Nikki? Like, do you know her? And he said no to all of these things. And then later on, he came in my stream and tried to say that he did know her. And like, to this day now, he'll say that he says that he did, or will he say that he didn't? We've got him recorded saying both. So like, it's fucking nuts.
Them lovely palm trees as well. Isn't it beautiful? Look, this is outside tables, but it's too wet. Okay, guys, it's guys.
Guys.
You can clearly see it says in.
He's doing the Paul Arnott, guys. That's me that picked up on that. I was the one that did Paul Arnott online as a fucking knobhead, wasn't it? Wasn't it though? Everyone does the fucking meme now, guys. That's me. That's mine. Yeah. Paul Arnott started it. I put him on the fucking battery exhaust and said, this guy's a wrong un. Check out his stuff, look. You haven't looked into his fucking YouTube properly. You're all saying he's a mountaineering expert. He's not a fucking expert. Look. I did that, didn't I? Didn't I? They love the Chuffer Man's memes, man.
Tour Island. Look at that. Look at the size of that compared to that boat in front. The boat in front's not small. Look at that. Drive your car on there. We're going to go in the Gold Lounge, where there's no children allowed in the Gold Lounge, and they serve beautiful food. We're having an afternoon lunch on the ferry and a drink.
Nice.
You can have a glass of wine. I don't think I'm not drinking any more alcohol.
Not drinking any more alcohol. He's had a bad night last night. It's not called the Gold Lounge, it's called the Premium Lounge. The Premium Lounge is into Islander's private room, reserved for passengers 18 years and older. Travelling in the Premium Lounge is the most comfortable and luxurious way to cross the Moana. Moana. I love Moana. Rukanawaka Cook Strait. Your ticket to the Premium Lounge includes spacious and comfortable setting, a complimentary buffet, accompanied by your choice of regional New Zealand wine or craft beer. Our attentive Premium Lounge hosts will make sure you feel right at home during the journey. You get a buffet and a beer. How to book. $89 per person. Is that New Zealand dollars? Alexa, what's 89 New Zealand dollars in English pounds sterling?
89 New Zealand dollars is about £41 and 3 pence.
It's 40 quid to go and have a beer. No kids. It's the ferry. It's the restaurant in the ferry, and you're not allowed to have your kids in there, and it costs £40 to no kids. That's what that is.
I've gone for a bit on holiday, but I'm going over now to continue the holiday up on the North Island, and later on I'll be uploading some more footage of the places.
This is brilliant.
I go there.
I tell you what, this is brilliant, right? Because now he's going to be looking at it, because I'm sure he's going to be thinking about uploading the rest of his holiday, yeah? And now he's going to be hearing me say this, and he's going to think, fuck, I'm not going to be, should I have, like, is he going to, okay, listen, basically, what I think he should do is include his fucking rants. He's going to edit them out now, isn't he? Because he's going to think Scott's going to pick on it and say it's bad. But he should leave it in. He's going to regret this now. I shouldn't have done any of these reactions. I'm regretting it. I should have saved it until he's released all the videos. I didn't watch this in advance. I didn't know it was going to be this nutty. But now he's going to edit the other ones to be less nutty. That's a shame. Because we all know that this moment on his holiday was August 2024 when we did the trains thing, and he's having a meltdown. Yeah, but he's not. He's trying not to show it because he's in the cafe, and we know, right, that the next 3 or 4 days of his holiday, minimum, bare minimum, at least. Come on, the rest of his holiday, he's going to be going on about this shit. He's already fucking Brian Harvey, Grandad. We saw that. That was before the trains episode. This is probably the day after the trains episode. So, like, he is going to be having his egg on, isn't he? And I would just love to see, like, and even then, he's already editing out the worst bits, isn't he? Do you not think? Like, already he's looking in the edit and thinking, maybe I shouldn't say this, maybe I shouldn't put that up. You know that bit where we were on that lovely veranda having a nice glass of wine, and I fucking smashed it on the glass and threw it off the balcony and went, that fucking Brian Harvey! I'll leave that, I'll edit that bit out. That bit where I was up at 6 in the morning screaming about Superchuffer, and all the people were looking at me, and I'll edit that bit out.
Obviously we arrive in Wellington, which is the capital, and then we'll drive up to places like Rotorua, Taupo and Hamilton, where the caves are, Auckland of course, and beyond, right up the very top. What about that? A holiday of a lifetime. It's been fabulous. New Zealand, EVB and beyond, has gone beyond his bedroom, beyond his loud in the lounge.
Beyond his bedroom? Are you talking about yourself? Beyond his loud in the lounge? Because that's yourself. Were you meaning bedroom as in me, or yourself? Like, this is weird. And you've gone on your holiday on the island that you live. Yeah? To the other end of it. It's not that far, is it?
I don't know what you heard about me, but no bitch can get $1 out of me. No Cadillac, no perms you can't see.
Bang!
I'm just a mother.
M.I.M. Dizzle.
I done a murder.
Big ups. Thank you, Admit Audacity, for the 200 bitties.
Fact.
Now that is one true statement.
Thank you.
Beyond YouTube itself.
Beyond YouTube itself.
Right, that's it.
Except you're filming this for YouTube now and talking about it.
Have a good one. Catch you again.
The old fade out. And we're on the Ferris.
Hello everyone, and
And he loves this. Look, all the trucks down there. Trucking, transport.
Are underway.
I've walked to the, not quite the very back of the boat, but and look.
Told you.
That's one of the decks where all the trucks and the cars are, on the back of the ferry.
It's like his interest, isn't it? Like, I mean, being a train driver as well, he's in the union, and he knows people who work on these sort of different things as part of the bigger union of transport union or whatever in New Zealand. It's an interesting aspect. Like, he doesn't have to be on the union. Like, I'm saying, like, he is friends with people. He's been photographed in photographs with people who are quite heavily in the union. Just an interesting aspect of it, isn't it? Don't get too paranoid.
And that is Picton, and goodbye to Picton for now.
Bye bye.
That's where the hotel was that I had done that little bit of filming from.
I know.
Dead middle of the screen. There.
If you're an editor, you could put a little marker on it and go ding, like that if you wanted.
You can't see it from there, but there's a little cafe. I'm going to put it dead middle of your screen where we were sitting. There. And
it's a lovely shot, isn't it? Framed by the industrial ramp of the ferry and the... Like, what are we doing?
That's the cafe that I showed you. So look, we're on the ferry.
Yes.
we're on our way.
And you're filming
Look.
the trucks.
That's
the lifeboat.
Here.
Just to get her wet.
Lifeboat here.
Peter folding.
This is where people can sit outside, but the weather's not been brilliant. Here's another.
No.
Here's another lifeboat here.
I know.
And here we are. Eddy beyond, going beyond Picton, beyond the South Island, and we're going up to the North Island. I'm also going to visit some friends up in the North Island as well. I know people in Wellington and also New Plymouth.
Oh, you said he knows people in Wellington.
Napier, Auckland, Warkworth. Warkworth, if you look on the map, is just north of Auckland.
Rambling
We'll see
now.
what the next chapter brings us. This has been a spectacular holiday so far. I've really enjoyed it. Hope you have too. Because you've been with me, guys, haven't you? Guys, you've been with me.
What's all this guy shit?
For a walk down here. Look at this. How about that? Okay.
Who's this doing an actual bit of TikToky filming? Look. He's walked past her. Creepy Eddy walked past a girl.
It's not the Titanic, but it's a lovely vessel. It really
I hope no one fell off that ferry and died.
is. That's not the front there. That's just another hall passageway down. If I hold my camera really tightly, look at this.
He's not going to drop it because obviously he's got this footage, but it'd be funny if he did.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Look at that! Look at that shot.
That shot would be better if this was slightly over to the right. Let me frame it up for you a little bit better, Eddy. Look. Watch. Cut that off there, yeah? So it looks better. Because what we're trying to do really, like the focus is this part in the middle. Really, is this part, isn't it? Like, this is like a border. Do you know what I think? Or are you looking at the boats like you're looking at, you know, this is the view. This is like mechanical rubbish. This part, the very far right here, this part, it's kind of ugly, aesthetically not pleasing, and it's like almost like forcing its way into the frame. The frame is the beauty of the landscape, so I'd probably just do this like that, and then that's a much better shot. Look, see?
And that was Picton.
If you didn't wobble it around. Fucking knobber. You knobber. And also Eddy can do that in the edit as well. He's got like fucking, you know, he doesn't have to just like take the raw footage as it is and just upload it. Right, but that's his bag.
Look at this. Look at this over the edge. Look, guys, look.
Woo! It's like a drone shot. Is he alright?
They say never lean over the side. You can see why.
Because Eddy might push you in just to get you wet.
I tell you what. Do you know what? I'm in the Sounds. I'm not even out at sea yet. And can you imagine what it must have been like being on the Titanic?
I'm on a boat, small ferry, taking us around the New Zealand. If you imagine from this what it would have been like to be on the Titanic, with like a ballroom and cars and like and Jack from the film and they hit an iceberg and they were and what do you mean the Titanic? There's no. This is not like the Titanic really. It's the vaguest facsimile, but yeah, okay. The Titanic, Eddy, yeah. Imagine the Titanic. How many floors up would you have been on the Titanic? How close to the sea would you have been on the Titanic? This would have been nothing like the Titanic. I'm being very detrimental of his crappy video, but I'm doing it deliberately because I know he hates it when I do it. So fuck you, Eddy.
Goodness me. It's a bit windy actually. I come over here. I was just saying if you heard me, Can you imagine? Can you imagine what it has been like on the Titanic with, you know, no shore? Look at that. We're in the Sounds here.
With no shore.
You know, in theory, you should be
Yeah,
able to
just imagine that beautiful view, but without the mountain, and it's just like the Titanic, basically. Got you.
under there. That's further than it looks.
Tell you what's a better visualisation of that is the film Titanic.
Oh, goodness me. I don't like thinking of disaster. I really don't.
Is that because you believe in manifestation, even though when I asked you specifically about your spirituality, you said you had no spirituality whatsoever? When you die, you just turn to nothing and that's it. Like there's nothing, no spirituality. You're not religious, none of it.
Look at that.
Because the other day you talked about God the other day, like, you know, and religion like Christianity, but you told us in the interview that you don't believe in any of it.
Kairahai, Wellington. This is the name of the boat that we're on.
The boat that you're on, yeah.
There you are.
I love it when people do this, right? Well, I don't love it. It's one of the things that annoys me. But like when people show you something that is self-evident and then they say it out loud, like that's the name of the boat we're on. Like obviously, why do you think they'd paint other names on lifeboats so you get confused about which boat you've boarded from? Like, of course it's the name. The name is pertinent because you're stood on the boat and it's the lifeboat that's connected. Of course it's the name of the boat that you're on. Of course. Like commentary over something you've just seen with your own eyes and I can see it too. I'll tell you what this is. Again, this is whoever he's with has said go out on the deck, have a wander round, film one of your videos. Don't talk about Superchuffer. Try not to think about Superchuffer. Go and film one of your videos and calm down. And inside, they're in the fucking premium room having their drink and their buffet meal. And Eddie's out here trying to calm down.
Let's come over the other side, show you that. I'll do lots of these little films if you like. No, there's not a lot to see when you're out at sea. There's not a lot to see when you're out at sea. Hey, look at this, look. Portholes, look at that.
Right, that's it. This is definitely going on battery exhausted, but is it going as members content or is it going all the way as a stream, you know, as a premiere video? Because this bit of singing while you're walking has definitely elevated it to going on YouTube. You name that song?
Every night in my deep Jack! Kate Winslet and what was his name? Leo DiCaprio. Is that his name? What's his name now? I know it's DiCaprio. Anyway, look at that. How about that? We're sailing out to the sea.
We are
So I'll
sailing.
stop filming now and I'll show you a little bit more when we get to the open sea.
Alright, it's windy. There's the song. Skip the song. Oh, wait. Okay, I obviously don't want the song on, but he's done a shot here. He's done a shot, and I do appreciate it. I'll give him his credit where it's due. Look, what he should do is edit to it. He shouldn't like roll into it like this. But the shot through the yeah. You want to focus. You want to use the camera or whatever you're using to focus on the distance, not the railing though. Because what we're looking at here really is the railing. The other bit's not in focus, but you can shoot through it and use it as a frame. That's a clever. No, I'd say clever. That's a good thing to do. That's a good thing to do. I would tell people to do that if I was getting them to shoot general views. I'd say that's an eye for getting a shot. But unfortunately, there's something obscuring the shot in the middle. So you need to focus past it and decide if you can see enough or if it's not working. And it's not really working. Sorry, Edis. Now you're shooting the actual thing. So that's a shot of that, I suppose. And it goes on for quite a long time and then cut to something else. Or just get up slowly. Oh, he's got his thumb in it. Look, he's got his thumb in at the bottom. He's got his finger in at the bottom. Classic, look. Got his finger in at the bottom there. Finger in the bottom of the shot there. Finger in the bottom, Eddie. Finger in the bottom of the shot there. But I saw what you were trying to do. You were trying to do a gentle pan up, like gentle move upwards, weren't you? I see that there. That's it. And then zooming in on the landscape. Zooming in. Very smooth. And that's good. Keep it still. Try and keep it horizontal. You haven't got a tripod and you're on a boat, so going on the wonk. Bit on the wonk. One of the problems is he's moving while he's zoomed in, which makes it harder to keep it still, but don't tell him. It's too late now. He's not on the holidays anymore. Can we finish this bit with the music? Does this go on any longer? Does he talk anymore?
North,
oh,
north
yeah.
of the south.
Like, for me, the music bits are a waste of time, so... Oh, but people tell me in the comments they love the music breaks. No, they don't. They fast forward through them. Shut up. They're loud compared to the rest of your video as well. You can't hear what he's saying because of the wind.
But now, that's the last of the South Island. Okay, round, you'll see the sea.
I do love the sea.
And rain. So that is the north of the South Island. Goodbye. Goodbye, Picton and South Island. We are heading across the Strait. Really hoping for another bad crossing. Doesn't look too bad at the moment. We don't know what the swells are like. But we're heading that way. All together.
Why aren't you in the fucking lounge? Imagine paying £40 to go in the luxury lounge and then filming this instead. Bless him. It's not right, is he?
Getting a bit choppy now.
Getting a bit choppy now.
Getting a bit choppy now.
No, it's not.
In the wild waters. There's people that do the crab fishing in the wild waters.
He doesn't watch Deadliest Catch. That made such a huge impression on me. It's so important as a piece of media to me, Deadliest Catch. So evocative of so many things. Like, I feel it in my soul so much, even though the poor crabs and I'm vegan, but like, Deadliest Catch. Fuck you, Eddie. That's my Deadliest Catch.
Nothing compared with that. I mean, that would be so dangerous for you. You just never feel seasick. I mean, you've got to feel totally okay. I feel a bit sick right now.
No, they feel seasick all the time on Deadliest Catch, some of them, like, especially the greenhorns. But you get through it and then you just like fight through it and then you like, you know, feel better and you carry on, don't you? You learn it. Get your sea legs. Or you don't and you can't ever do it anymore. I know.
With my stomach, because I've eaten a couple of chocolate eclairs, right?
Oh, he's been to the buffet already.
I've eaten some chocolate eclairs.
Or did he have those in the cafe?
Do.
Chocolate eclairs, not Bakewell tarts?
When you're in the Gold Lounge.
Oh, in the Gold Lounge. It's not the Gold Lounge. We just looked at it, Eddie. It's the Premium Lounge. But you're calling it the Gold Lounge. Cheeky.
Back in to make a cup of tea in the lounge, actually. Do you want to come with me? Do you want to come with me? Do you want to come with me into the lounge?
Yes.
Come on. Because it's water's even filling up on the deck here now, look. So we'll go back in, look. Passenger entry. Here we are, look, come with me.
This dude's like, why are you filming me? No, it's just a normal dude having a little walkie, is it? Or is it Agent Spoctor? Right, there he is anyway, that dude, yeah. And then he's walking and he spies Eddie. He sees Eddie's got his phone and Eddie's recording and he looks up like and he's like, why is that dude recording me? That's what he thinks as he just carries on walking. This is like one of those backrooms games, isn't it? Look, this is like one of those horror movies where you're in the corridors.
Look. Look at this, look.
You meet Eddie and you're like, oh no.
So we're on level 8.
Truck driver's area. Alongside the nursery and the kids area. Why doesn't it just say fucking Masons on it and have done with it?
Which has got the lounge, Inter-Islander Plus, look. Viewing deck as well.
I love the spooky sort of whining sound as well.
Now, if you come with me, look. This is the front of the boat. This
Nice.
is right at the very front, look.
So, you know, in reality, right, I wouldn't mind this sort of shit. I don't know why you sat in chairs like you're in an aeroplane, but I wouldn't mind this sort of shit wandering around on the ferry, having a bit of a go on a ferry. It's alright. Truckers area. Look, there's trucks on the thing. There's trucks on the tellies. This is the truckers area, I swear. Look, because that man, this has got to be the truckers area. There was trucks on the tellies, I swear there was. Anyway, that was a bit dead in there, wasn't it?
And then, gosh, let's get my hood off because it was raining out there. Now, if you come here,
You come here.
this is the Plus Lounge.
Plus Lounge.
Customers only. Tickets available from the shop on deck service.
Again, you're reading something you've just seen, and I can read it as well, so you don't need to read it to me.
I've already got mine, so let's go in here.
Is it the Plus Lounge? I thought it was the Gold Lounge. This just looks like a cafe. Look at it. What's this? We went on a ferry once when we were younger with our family friends, and we went in the cafe bit, like in the ferry. It was like a P&O across the to France, yeah. And they got a spaghetti bolognese, and then the ferry was quite rough, and it went tilting, and the spaghetti bolognese went in their lap. went in his lap. Yeah, funny. Yeah, he should be filming himself a bit, shouldn't he? Like this one reminds me of The Shining. This shot. Look, this shot reminds me of The Shining. Filming all the people, look, on the luxury lounge. Playing their game of cards. Having their ferry trip.
Back in my seat.
This is his seat.
As we start to rock and roll in the lounge, it's time for a cup of tea.
Another cup of tea. It's basically like just a little cafe on the ferry, isn't it? For 40 quid.
This glass of...
I would think, now this is going to sound bad, right, maybe, but I would think that you should get that for free, like going on not the glass of wine, but the going in the lounge, and that the 40 quid shouldn't be an option, and there should just be, this lounge is for people with no children, yeah, and that's the only, like, because I understand people want to go in a place with no kids, and there's other places for kids, and, you know, there's, like, it's not always my favourite choice, no kids, but, like, I understand it on a ferry, yeah, like, but, like, I don't know if you should have necessarily pay 40 quid for the privilege. I'd be like, it's a cafe, I paid 40 quid to come in the cafe.
Wine is not mine. Just
The wine's not yours. Were you spiking it?
There we are. It's just
There we are,
a
look.
little bit. We're just rocking from side to side now.
You're on a ferry.
Let's go make a cup of tea.
Go on, let's go make a cup of tea. See if they've got Bakewell tarts.
Come with me. We'll make a cup of tea together.
Go on then, go on. They got the telly on. Film that man's bald head. And we're going, I thought, oh wow, he threw me then, look. I thought we were going up to the front. I thought we were going up here to the cafe bit to talk to the people, but we're not, look. We're coming right around and we're going back down here, look. The little tea stand, the little tea section. This is Eddy Heaven, look. No Bakewell tarts, but they've got a proper teapot.
Okay.
And all the different kinds of tea. And when you come up to this and you think, oh, that's really nice, and you look at all the different kinds of tea, and then you just choose normal tea, don't you?
Okay, so here's got some nice fruit.
Fruit? No one ever eats that.
A cup of tea. Now, I might have a mug of tea, I think.
A mug of tea, yes.
I might have a mug.
Might have a mug. Oh, there's that thumbnail again, the thumb. There's the thumb. Eddie, what's going on with that? Didn't you take your nail clippers on holiday? Look at his thumb. Is that the cocaine thumb, like Snoop Dogg? Is that what that is? What's going on with the thumb?
So, let's have a look.
Watch this. He's going to look through all these and he's going to choose English breakfast.
Looking for English breakfast.
There you go.
That's English breakfast.
He's not even going to look through the rest. Like, usually you have a little look through and go, oh, that's interesting. Oh, I could try that. And then you just choose English breakfast.
There it is, look. Look at that. English breakfast. Yeah, how can I hold the camera?
Difficult, isn't it?
And make a cup of tea at the same time. Have you ever tried this one?
I bet I can do it.
Oh, yeah. That's nice, isn't it? Look at that.
Because I was a hairdresser and I can do, like, skilled, dexterous things with my hands. What are we looking at now? What happened to the tea? This is a distraction. This is a magician's trick. Distract you while he makes the tea. This is the luxury lounge, remember? High class living.
Yep. I'm being pointed to the coffee machine, but I want a cup of tea. So, could you hold that for me there?
Could you hold that for me there?
I want to make a cup of tea.
Who's the camera person? Oh, imagine this.
Gosh, sorry I'm a bit of a mess. This is English breakfast.
She ain't moving it. She's holding it exactly where he said. She's scared. Oh, he's forced. He's like moving her. Like, come over here. Look.
And now we're gonna
point it here. Look.
We're gonna put the water in there. Look.
Or did he took the phone off her? He took the phone off her.
Nice cup of tea. That'll do.
Nice cup of tea. Come on, do your granddad voice. There's a thumbnail on the other thumb. On the other thumb as well. It's like bloody Bram Stoker's Dracula, look. Medium warm water out the old tea kettle.
Clean spoons.
Clean spoons and used spoons. You could take either, it's up to you.
Clean spoons here, used spoons there. Okay, bit of a mix up there, so let's have a look.
That's the bag in the tea.
Grandad when you need him.
Where is Grandad when you need him? And are you a pusher? Are you a bag pusher out there in TV land? You chuffers in chat, are you a bag pusher? Or do you let that settle? Do you let that stand? Let it seep? Do you like to give the bag a squeeze? I had a friend who said that it put all the scum from the tea bag in if you give it too much of a squeeze and a mess. I'm a bit of a let it settler, but if I leave it too long, I go away and I forget and I come back and it's stewed, so... he ain't got time for this. He's on a ferry. You're a bag pusher. You're a bag pusher. Nigel's a bag pusher. I'm not... Listen, I didn't say there was anything negative about Eddie's bag pushing. I just asked the question, okay? Just asked the question. I'm accepting that other people might... Because I've squeezed a bag in my time. I've squeezed a bag in my time. As I said, my friend told me all the scum come out of it and he didn't like it, so I stopped doing it for him and his tea. But you squeeze your bag, you like it strong. It will get strong even if you don't squeeze the bag, though. It's just you have to wait longer. So...
I think he's on his way round to Brian Harvey's.
He's really mashing that bag.
Just
Like he's not. He's got a system here. He's not letting the tea do itself. He's doing the tea. Look.
Work with Brian.
See, now too much of that to me is going to cool down the drink before you get to drink it. I like to let the boiling hot water do its thing on the tea. Like let it do its like chemical releasing or whatever it's doing. You know, let the tea warm up and release, and then later on I might squeeze the bag as it's coming out. But while it's in fresh, I'm going to let it, like, you know, soak in that water a little bit.
Okay, so let's get that in there. Look.
Let's get that in there now.
Let's get that in there.
Well, you're giving up on the spoon already?
So used.
No, you're going to still need the spoon for the sugar and the milk. Even if you're not using vegan milk, it still needs to stir.
That's a used one.
No.
Right, so look, that's the tea bag.
I know what a tea bag is.
Bosh.
That's bosh in the bin.
Like that. Sugar.
Do you know what he should have done though? Is he should have taken his teacup over to it so that it wouldn't lift the dripping bag over the spoons. He should have took it all there and then just lifted it into the bin. But, you know, Eddie knows better.
Where's sugar?
There's sugar. Is it not?
That's not sugar. I want
He's like fucking, like he's like a confused chuffer, isn't he? Just like doddering about in the tea section.
Okay, milk. Milk's in here.
That's milk. Surprised to not see any vegan milk in there.
Milk's in here. Look. Here we are. There's a little drop of milk.
Oh, just a little drop. He doesn't have much, does he? It's gone for a half cup of tea.
Okay.
That's what my mum calls that, a half cup of tea. Like, not filled up to the top. Why didn't you fill it up to the top? Had a half cup.
Sugar. Don't know where the sugar is.
Still mithering about the sugar now. Look at, he's not even got a full cup of tea there.
I think it's on the table, actually.
Is it? Gonna walk all the way around again, look.
I think it's on the table.
Tea cam.
Hello.
Cup cam. There we are, look.
Yes.
And we get to see Eddy's stuff. Because I'm a creeper, I like to have a look. Creeper, get me on my beeper. Come round my house, make you do a sleeper. Have a little peeper. Get me on my beeper. Get me on my beeper. So Eddy's got, and this might not be his, it might be the person he's with as well, but he's got a blue backpack there, and a blue fleece. And over here, I think this might be more Eddy's stuff, because it looks a little bit more like there's a, that might not be his, and but then again, he might be holding his own phone, so this might be his partner's stuff. Maybe there's a big set of keys there, isn't there, or something? No, that's a handbag, isn't it? And that's the waterproof jacket. So I'm saying that it's a nice jacket, though. I like the jacket, and that will be the partner's phone then, with also the wallet and the bits and pieces all just left on the table. Isn't it?
Yes.
Where's the other person that's with him?
Here it is. Look.
There it is. There it is. There.
Yes.
There it is. Look, hands like Rolf Harris. Look at that thumbnail. I'm gonna have to use his thumbnail as a thumbnail, aren't I? Hands like Rolf Harris. If there's any of you out there that are looking at your fingernails and thinking they need a cut, like next time you get out of the shower, just give them a quick. It's easy. Give them a little quick. We're still on the tea. We're still making tea. We're finding the sugar.
Here it is. Look.
Here it is. Look. Like whispering about it now. What I'm confused about is why there's this phone on the table and the other person that he's with, well, they were with him, weren't they? Because they helped hold the phone. So are they like dancing around trying to keep off camera? Probably so. But that's their handbag and their phone and their stuff. Very confident about leaving things on the table in the luxury lounge, aren't we? £40 a ticket, no one's going to steal your phone here. Proper salt and pepper as well, look. That's what you pay your money for. That and a fucking hash brown from the cafe. Well, you get your glass of wine for free, don't you? Well, it costs £40. There's the tea. I can see it's tea. You still got the spoon then? Where's that going to go? He's given that to the lady and he said, why don't you pop that over in the used spoons, I reckon. Quietly.
Okay.
Okay. Bit of squeaking.
So there we are. So
That doesn't look like a very nice cup of tea. It looks like it's got mould on the side or something. I assume it's just condensation.
I'm only joking.
I know you're joking. You're not really drinking it like that. You're pouring it into the phone.
I'm only joking. I wasn't drinking then.
Good joke. So that's Eddy's bag, the blue bag.
There you go. Nice cup of tea.
He's saying what bag my bag is. He's saying about my bag. That was fucking insane. So on his holidays, he had a breakdown. He's ranting about Brian. He's ranting about Superchuffer. He's having a breakdown. What do my nails look like? Like this. Not like that. Like this. Like normal. But to be honest, today, having said that, they could do with a little bit of a clean up and a cut. I could probably go and cut them now, you know, but I wouldn't let them get beyond this. But like normal fingernails, right? But Eddy's were like really long, especially for a man. Like, it's kind of strange. Like, ladies have long fingernails, but I'm not. Hey, I'm not like, you know, sexist or anything, like, you know, or anything like that. Men can have long fingernails too if they want to paint them and do them nice. But he looked like Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Bang!
Didn't he? And he didn't even have a Bakewell tart. That's a good point. Like, he talks about them all the time, but never eats them. Maybe he can't get them in New Zealand. Maybe that's the problem.
I've just had a lovely cup of tea and a Bakewell tart.
And if you're watching on YouTube, you be good, and if you can't be good, you're naughty.
Did David Icke penetrate you with his penis?
I've just had a lovely cup of tea and a Bakewell tart.
Bang!
There's too many fucking idiots.
I can't believe he's done that. Honestly, I can't believe he's done that. Way to embarrass yourself on the internet. That's proper lolcow stuff, that is. That's proper. That's not even being eggy. Like, this isn't even properly eggy, like, you know, legitimate. Like, there's no, like, he's not been provoked to it. Well, I suppose the bit where he talked about being a train driver. But other than that, like, he's fucking nutter. Full on nutter. Potato nutter.
I do not sweat cookie. I do not cookie with jaw. I do not cookie with jaw. Drop a whip, stalk him back. Eddy giving John Wedger a real hot dog. John Wedger getting up for this. I do not cookie. Eddy reaching down into John's area. Eddy reaching down into John's area. Eddy reaching for John's little John Wedger. Giving it a real rub, rubbing that like a genie might come out and grab him a wish. Rubbing it and then swish, and then whoosh. Eddy covered in John Wedger juice. John Wedger juice. Juice. John Wedger juice.
Got to get that John Wedger juice.
The internet with conjecture and lies. I clearly have no shame. I'm angry Eddy, oh I should take the Chafferman's advice. I might as well fuck off and drive my train. I'm a shameful man, an embarrassment to my daughters. I'll stay hiding away out here in Auckland. Who will ever know the secrets of my past? The people and the tears I left beside the tracks. Ooh, ooh, stirring up the internet with conjecture and lies. I clearly have no shame. Hey, oh, I should take the Chafferman's advice. I might as well fuck off and drive my train. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm a shameful man, and then dive my train. 2024, and I have had to change my tune. Ooh. It's no longer funny to be the biggest racist in the room. Ooh, I learned to say the right things, to twist others up in my untruths. Ooh, but my bitterness can't show me's coming through. Ooh, ooh, ooh. A snaky sad man with an agenda, on the run from something in the past. A political manipulator, or maybe I'm just talking out my ass. A close friend of the victim's family, a jealous loser stuck here overseas. Someone you should admire and look up to, or just asking, do you have your tickets please? Ooh, ooh, stirring up the internet with conjecture and lies. I clearly have no shame. Hey, oh, I should take the Chafferman's advice. Ooh, I might as well fuck off and drive my train. Stirring up the internet with conjecture and lies. I clearly have no shame. Ooh, ooh, Eddy, oh, I should take the Chafferman's advice. Ooh, I might as well fuck off and drive my train. Ooh, stirring up the internet with conjecture and lies. I clearly have no shame. Oh, I should take the Chafferman's advice. I might as well fuck off and drive my train. Stirring up the internet with conjecture and lies. I clearly have no shame.
And who am I? A special guy. All my life, all I ever wanted was a brush with fame. An insider on the case. Or am I just the man that drives the train? Stirring up the internet with conjecture and lies. I clearly have no shame. I'm angry Eddy, or I should take the Chufferman's advice. I might as well fuck off and drive my train. I'm a shameful man, an embarrassment to my daughters. I'll stay hiding away out here in Auckland. Who will ever know the secrets of my past? The people and the tears I left beside the tracks. I'm a shameful man, an embarrassment to my daughters. I'll stay hiding away out here in Auckland. I'm a shameful man, an embarrassment to my daughters. I'll stay hiding away. Eddy, or I should take the Chufferman's advice. I might as well fuck off and drive my train. It's 2024 and I have had to change my tune. It's no longer funny to be the biggest racist in the room. I learned to say the right things, to twist others up in my untruths. But my bitterness comes showing through. It's 2024 and I have had to change my tune. It's no longer funny to be the biggest racist in the room. I learned to say the right things, to twist others up in my untruths. But my bitterness comes showing through. A sneaky sad man with an agenda, on the run from something in the past. A political manipulator, or maybe I'm just talking out my ass. A close friend of the victim's family, a jealous loser stuck here overseas. Someone you should admire and look up to, or just asking, do you have your tickets please? Stirring up the internet with conjecture and lies on lies. I clearly have no shame. Eddy, or I should take the Chufferman's advice. I might as well fuck off and drive my train. Stirring up the internet with conjecture and lies on lies. I clearly have no shame.
Swamp Donkey was just going to get the kicks going. Swamp Donkey. We're still on the train, you know. Yeah, but it drives itself, doesn't it, really? Yeah, I know. It's not really much of a job, is it? You just press go and you sit there and it just does this. You have to press stop as well at the end when the stop comes. Well, you do. They could program that in with AI, couldn't they? Probably. What'd you do then? What do you mean? What do I? No, were you doing it? What, do we just sit here? We just sit here? What, for ages? Yeah, and get really fucking eggy about that battery exhausted. Get really fucking. You've got time to get really eggy. While we're trapped in our little cab. Yeah. This Swamp Donkey. I bet you like Swamp Donkey better than me, don't you? I bet you like Swamp Donkey better than me. I bet you think he looks better on camera. Good for a chat. Swamp Donkey. Yeah, you like Swamp Donkey, don't you? He's your favourite. He gone, look, he gone. He come back, look, he's come back. Oh, he gone. This is a good one when he does this, look. You don't expect this, look. Oh. Oh. That's good, isn't it? Because you didn't expect that. Look, look, look. Oh. Wait, he's looking the wrong way. Oh. Right, look, that's enough now. I'm going to get some dinner and go to bed. I don't know what we're doing in the week. Got no plans. Just messing about, probably.